It is after the last frost, and we are finally planting our cucurbits here at Fruition Seeds. And cucurbits is a fun, fancy word that I think is Jim Henson approved for a marvelous family of vining, fairly spiny, delicious fruiting crops. Cucurbits are everything from cucumbers to winter squash and summer squash and cantaloupes and watermelons, and cucurbits hate being transplanted. They have very delicate root systems and they really prefer to just be tucked right in the ground. In lieu of that, you can transplant them. And if you do, I recommend using peat pots. They're these marvelous inventions that are essentially just peat moss compressed, made into these marvelous little pots that you can fill with soil, and you plant the entire thing so the root system is fully intact when you plant it in the ground. If you do this, friends, know that aim for this size of a cucurbit transplant. This is way too big. This is maybe an 8, 9, 10-day-old watermelon, where this is more like 2 weeks. And the shorter the time, the better. And when you plant them, you want to be sure that you plant them at ground level. You don't want to bury any of the stem or else they will certainly start to rot. But you want to be sure that any of this peat pot is fully submerged beneath the soil, fully buried. And that's because once this peat dries out, it will wick all the rest of the moisture up from that peat pot and essentially create this capsule that will prevent the roots from exploring the soil around it. So it's very possible to do your very best, start your cucurbits in a peat pot, and then have it just totally backfire on you. So know that there are certainly risks. I highly recommend direct sowing all of your cucurbits, all of your summer squash, winter squash, cucumbers, melons, directly in the soil. But in lieu of that, use peat pots. Let them only grow for a week. Tuck them in the soil. And keep in touch. Feel free to write, feel free to call. Let us know if you have any questions. We love talking about organic gardening all day. And enjoy the abundance.